I apologize for reading, but it shouldn't be a problem. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mark. This is Life's Too Hard. We all feel like that sometimes. That's why I wrote these books. Spiriting Around, a modern guide to finding yourself, which is really about how to be an adult. CLAQ, CLAQ, creating love and asking questions, because life is a question machine, which is about how to work with God. And Self-Respect, the solution to unsolvable problems, which is about how to keep a fair balance between yourself and creation. These books are available as ebooks online or can be ordered at your local bookstore. I'm going to read to you from them, starting with Spiriting Around. Don't worry you'll miss something. It's easy to jump around. And you may disagree, but that's okay. I don't mean to challenge you. I'm just asking you to think for yourself. Here we go. Here's the book. That's the front cover of Spiriting Around. And it's very nice. Brian Tracy, motivational speaker and author, wrote a nice blurb for the book. He writes, "This is a wonderfully insightful and inspiring book with food for thought and consideration for everybody." And he wrote The Power of Charm very nicely. And then I have a nice blurb on the inside from Mario Cuomo, the former governor of New York State. "It's never too soon or too late to think about who you are, who you want to be, and what you should do about it, if anything. In simple, practical language, this book will help you do the thinking if you choose to." Then we go into the book and dedications. And I like to start my books off with a poem, and I've got I like the 19th century poets the best. "I remember the black wharves and the slips and the sea tides tossing free, and Spanish sailors with bearded lips, and beauty and mystery of the ships, and the magic of the sea. And that voice of that wayward song is singing and saying still, a boy's will is the wind's will, and the thoughts of youth are long, long thoughts." And that was Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote that beautiful poem. I like it. Okay, about the author, that's me. I'm the same as you. I had the same experience as you had, the same goals and the same problems. I'm a Jewish kid from Long Island, born in 1950 in Brooklyn, New York, of loving parents who came from Brooklyn too. But life prepared me in a strange way to write this book. I was exposed to a full range of human nature. I've been intimate with life's ups and downs, from $2 bags of dope in seedy New York apartments to champagne and caviar at UN receptions. I've shared a lot, from nomad hippies to community active Rotarians. I've known them both. I grew up in the 60s, a powerful time of change in the world. For human consciousness, it was a time of great social storms when love became dynamic in the world. These were storms of civil liberties whose time had come. Civil rights, women's rights, working rights, sexual rights, gay rights, spiritual rights, experiential rights, and the rights of citizens to demand from their government compassion and common sense all emerged as the cultural generations clashed in a shock of new ideas all happening at once. I skipped a grade and won a National Merit Scholarship, but barely got out of high school. A dynamic planet was too much for me to handle at the time. I was smart and had opportunities, but my potential got short-circuited when I got caught up in the drug epidemic prevalent then. It made my youthful confusion that much harder, and in my case, came close to mental illness. And it was all very confusing because contemporary culture was sending out contradictory values everywhere. Right and wrong seemed whatever was convenient when somebody wanted something. And everyone had a different opinion. So what was right? What was true? To complicate things more, I was afraid a lot as a young man. Like most boys, I was distracted by women, but terrified how to act around them and communicate my feelings. And I wanted a taste of the huge feast I saw spread before me on TV. But I couldn't figure out how to get it, so I decided to rebuild myself. My awakening was in the early 70s when I started reading the Eddie Casey books. I began experiencing conscious moments of reality. Later, I was drawn to the New Age movement and its odd mysteries, benefiting greatly from the many approaches others had found for examining consciousness. And I healed myself through books, seminars, endless contemplation, affirmations, more affirmations, positive thinking, and self-love. I retrained my mind. That meant examining my emotions, evaluating my thoughts, and changing the habits of a lifetime. It wasn't easy, but what else could I do? What was more important? I wanted to be happy. And the future promised me self-confidence and an exciting world to use it in. I wanted to write this book for a long time. I always felt I had something to say that would help others. But I had no idea of the high price the research would ask for. Who would embark on such a journey if they had to consciously live the cost before paying the price? All I knew, it was the right thing to do. Then I did it. And here's next is the contents. We have 6 chapters. Start here, the reason why, money, love, conflicts and controversies, and the expedition continues. Introduction. So how to be grown up. How could it be easier? How could growing up be less of a chore? Like anything else, it takes steps. Your edge is the spiritual step. And it's not much about believing in something you can't see, as it is in trusting that spirit can work for you. Most people will do what works for them. But how are you supposed to know something you haven't experienced is worth your trust? And like sleeping in the back seat of a car while you drive through some city at night, it doesn't mean you've actually been there. A conscious presence is needed too. So you question whether or not God can really act on the things you want for yourself. Is God practical for you? So here are some answers. Here's a strategy to help you see how self-esteem and respect for God can define your success. Spirituality isn't a foreign language. It's your natural voice. And it can be your everyday consciousness if you want it to be. It's not something that has to be learned like auto mechanics or cooking. It'll come to you easily if you let it. You just have to expect it. It's yours from the start, and it's in everything you do. And it isn't limited to hushed tones, ecstatic jubilations, or reverent body language. You can walk life as a conscious spirit if you accept yourself as part of God. It's always there whether you know it or not. So why not know it and use it to make your life better? This book takes on life face to face because spirit is not an esoteric exercise. It's the tool you use to manage your life. And like the old, pardon me, the old saying goes, it's the right tool for the right job. Spirit's not separate from life. It's fully engaged in it. And understanding your spiritual side will make everything easier for you. From paying your electric bill to kissing your lover. Spirit can lead you to the life you want. It takes some personal housekeeping, though. It's not blind faith. It just asks you to see more than what your physical senses tell you. Like everything, spirituality is based on performance. It may be judged by God, but it's evaluated by you. and it gets its value from your complete success, not the achievements that must be won over again and again every day. It's a functional understanding that spirit is a practical approach to life, and that it supports your desire to succeed. Spiritual consciousness gives you employable tactics to depend on to solve your daily problems. It's not an illusion of self control that's reinforced by temporary successes. It's the practical face of spirituality that empowers your abilities because it focuses your godly nature on your problems. You can live your spirituality every day and be successful at it because you have help. You're part of something greater than yourself. And you can be greater than life when you harmonize with God's support. So here's help. This book is about you qualifying your personal values. You can do it, but you have choices to make. And it's your responsibility to ask if spiritual solutions can be practical answers to your questions. You can see it in a religious context or not. Either way, spirit's a part of it. It's why you're alive. You've got a lot to learn, but you already know the answers. It just takes work to get to them. Life's challenges don't end. So we have to find ways to get along with each other as we move to its changing rhythms. A good trick is to have a personal mission statement like big corporations do. Keep it simple, a brief guiding thought that embodies a core set of values you can trust even when you can't think straight. And it should be something that grows with you so it stays relevant to what you want. Life resists us. So the purpose here isn't to tell you what to do, but show you a way to think and release your sincerity. That's your connection to God. The simple reason for this book is people are suffering needlessly, waiting for what they could learn here, ideas that could help them lead a happy life. People have different needs. Here are some answers for some of those people. I hope it helps as many as it can. These are contemporary explanations for some of life's questions. The truth is 95% of life is just common sense. But you need values and you have to pay attention. You have to know how to get the information you need and find a way to trust it. And once you accept it, you have to be able to empower your courage to do something about it. A big part of life is just uncomfortable, not really bad. So you, as a soul in nature, seek the relevance that connects your life solutions to your responsibilities to the world around you. It must be done, and you'll do it. It can be easier, though. That's this book's approach. Life's the obstacle, not God. God's the idea to use in everything you do to overcome that obstacle. And God accepts this responsibility wholeheartedly. Life's demanding, and we want quick solutions. That's reasonable, and God knows it. So, in asking for God's help, you empower yourself and command the forces that serve God. This is about making God present in your conscious life. But God's performance must be dependable for you to trust it as part of your strategy. Your responsibility is to make a commitment to that trust and learn all you can about it. It won't take long to trust it because it works. God is love. So this book asks you to go beyond the comforting limits of religion and let that love be your philosophy. Your problems won't end, but how you feel about yourself can give you the confidence to accept life for what it is and let happiness be your way of life. Then we go to the first chapter. I'm going to leave it here, but there's a little intro. This is your birthright, to challenge adversity and overcome it. It's impossible to be defeated. Life's not created like that. That's it for now. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you found it worthwhile. I hope you were intrigued and inspired. I enjoy sharing what I spent my whole life learning. Now I pass it along to you so you can make your life easier. I appreciate your comments and suggestions. Remember to subscribe. Hope to see you all next time. All the best.